What's good, YouTube? We're back. We're finally here. It's Young Base Lord here with my friend
Alex.
And he did something very special this weekend. He took his favorite deck. Can you guess what it is?
Not this deck.
I can't guess. Alright. And he took it to our local regionals, the Seattle Regionals. He barely missed out on top 32. So close, on the bubble. Got draw unlocked by 60 cards, you know, the most consistent deck in the format. Always got to open those hand traps game through and through with that deck. Oh, yeah. Alright, well, show us what you played, my man.
Alright, so Spiral package, 3 Super Agent, no brainer. 1 Spiral Drone, gets you into like double healer to Super Agent. Tough. I don't play 3 of this. I don't like. I like going first more than going second.
Right.
And well, this card is like really good for grind games. I just hate to draw it. I'd rather search it.
Yeah, the fact that it's not once per turn, you can just keep summoning it, use its effect, pop more cards.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Card's real good, but I just hate seeing it at the same time.
Right.
I played 2 Spiral as last resort. This card can be a brick, but I usually end up using Firewall's effect, like summon cards from the hand, and just being able to get more monsters off.
More names.
Real good.
Yep. Target for quick fix.
Best card in the deck. Absolutely broken. No brainer. Everybody knows this card.
Yeah.
The 2 real bosses. Sleeper, no brainer, of course. He's just really good in like pretty much every matchup.
Yep.
And then Master Plan has just gone better with the release of the new set. The fact that she searches, the graveyard search is now more consistent again, and the on-field effect, just real good.
Yes.
Alright, this is where some texts come in. I played 2 Jester Confits. Sadly, they're not matching, but you know, I couldn't get the second super on time.
And what does this card do?
So this card, he's literally just special summons himself on the board, and he's a level 1, so it's just literally Link Material Father. He does have a second effect, which barely ever goes off. So if he lives to the opponent's end phase, he can bounce himself and another card on board. So
basically, when you open him, he's just a free summon. He can make Link Karibo.
Yeah, you make Link Karibo, or you just make like other Link 2s. Sometimes if you don't open like 2 Spiral monsters, you can go into the Tormare package and just try and build off of there. Especially if you open like Soul Charge, this plus another monster is like insane.
Soul Charge is pretty good.
Yeah, but without making double healers, which in this deck is.
And by the way, guys, this guy is infamous for opening the Soul Charge.
Perfect. Course of Nightmare Ably. Floodgate for your opponent. This card is used, you might not know it. Normal summon effect. It can target a Link monster in your graveyard. You special summon it, but it has to point to her, and its effects are negated, and its attack becomes 0. And while she is on board, you cannot special summon monsters except by Link summoning. However, if she leaves the field while you control her, you can special summon it to your opponent's side of the field in defense position. So this establishes a lock, especially when you play with the other Tormare cards, which have insane effects.
And then they can't kaiju you.
Yeah, and they can't kaiju you, and then it's hard, a little bit harder to evenly match, and if they evenly match, they take a bunch of damage for it. So.
Right.
The hand trap package here, we got 2 Ash Blossom, 2 Ogre. I kind of wish I didn't play the Ash Blossom, to be completely honest. I kind of wish I played the Gamma engine instead. Well, this card is pretty solid. I'm pretty sure I just wanted it sided. And then Ogre has been like fantastic all day. I played like a lot of Pendulum, and just Ogreing the Electromite says too good.
It's amazing, yeah.
And then the 1 Global to finish this off. The same reason as Jester Confit, it's a like great Link material. You can send it off Foolish Burial, or like if you mill it off a Princess Sprite, it's just insane.
Yep. Open quick fix and 1-for-1. You can 1-for-1 for that.
Yeah,
summon the quick fix.
And like it's a perfect discard fodder for quick fits too. So it's just
yeah.
The field spell package, I just played 1 Spiral Resort, 1 Terraforming. I do not like playing Pseudo Space. Usually by the time you can resolve Pseudo Space, like the game's usually over.
Right.
Although, like I can see why people like want to play it, because if they ogre your field spell in Pseudo Space, it's kind of okay. However, the fact that it only copies until the end phase just turns me off. Changes I would like to make, maybe play 3 Terraforming alongside the Gamma engine.
Right.
Just seeing this card now is way better than ever, especially with the Tormare package.
And that's because of a certain card in the extra deck, which we will get to when we get there.
I played 2 Cold by the Grave. I couldn't find my third copy for the event, so unfortunately I just had to play 2. I would have main decked this at 3 cards. Amazing. Just won me like a bunch of games the entire event.
Right.
Wish I had seen it more often, which is why I need that third copy. But yeah. And then we got the Foolish Burial package. This sends quick fits, no brainer. And then this sends things to summon quick fits.
Well, there you go. It's like quick fix is the best card in the deck.
Another major garnet in the deck. This card, Banish Brigade special from hand. It can be like really good, especially if like you do like Master Plan from hand. This card actually becomes insane because you get the Spyral Plan search from the start, and not having to rely on your opponent not like ashing your double helix.
It's almost like a Seraphonite's extra summon, just lets you extend your plays a little bit. Awesome.
And then I played 2 double summon. I didn't maximize the number on these just because we have a new card in the extra deck that kind of replaces double summon, and just having it not break my hand as often as double summon is better.
And you can't use that card and double summon in the same turn, so it's not like they stack.
Upstart 39 card deck.
Of course.
And then we got a small revival package, like special from deck and revival package. Monster Reborn.
Broken 1-for-1s. You win when you draw these cards.
And then this card's garbage.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Rhoda, I usually search tough, because like you usually draw into Super Agent, but there are cases, of course, where you just want 2 Super Agents in hand. Going first. And then I played 2 Big Red. The reason I didn't play just 1 is because I actually like going into the grind game, and I'd rather see Big Red for a grind game rather than 3 Tough. Because this gets me like double helix, like any Spyral monster really, so just seeing 2 of these is crucial. And there are some combos where if you open this plus another Spyral monster, it's just much better.
Makes sense.
And then I got 4 traps here, all searchable, searchable by quick fits, and then searchable by master plan. I matched the number of these. I would usually play in 2, because of the new Tremors, or Nightmares to be specific. I just always want to search this card. This card's just amazing.
The Tremors all discard for cost on summon, right?
Yes, they do.
So that really helps.
This puts it in the grave, and just reborning something like it's just too good.
Extending combos. You just extra link super easy.
Yeah, and then like being able to like discard this for cost for quick fist and then chain it to summon quick fist is like really good.
Yeah.
I see some Spyral players do miss that play, but it's just so it's better to have quick fits in your graveyard than banish. So.
Yeah, I can confirm that play is very good. He does it to me all the time.
Alright, and then we're gonna move to our extra deck. Alright, start with rank 1 here. We got Princess Spike. Real easy, just if you like something to expel, more card advantage, so better. Even if you mill, sometimes your mills can be good, like if you get Glow Bulb, it's pretty great. Then we got
sounds nuts.
2 Spyral double helix. I sometimes wish I played a third, but because of all the revival spells and traps we have, it's fine to play that 2. Card's broken.
Yeah. And nobody mains cherries for it anymore. It's great.
Yeah. And now we're gonna get to the Tremor package. Starting off with Unicorn. This is the reason why I want to play more.
This is the most important one. We're gonna get it in close so we can read it. Why do you play this card?
So this card, upon summoning, you discard a card and target a card on the field, and it shuffles it into deck. So this is very important because if you go into double helix and say summon Master Plan, you search Mission Rescue. Make this instead of Decode. You pitch the Mission Rescue from hand to shuffle Resort back. That means that now the Resort's back in the deck, you can reborn Master Plan, search another Mission Rescue, and then summon this one. Discard the Mission Rescue, summon Ibli from deck, and then linked into Tremor Goblin.
Alright, and then this card just needs 1 Troyman monster to summon, right? So even if it's a link 3...
yeah, Mermaid requires just 1 link monster. You can replace it with Unicorn.
All right.
And then every other Tremor just requires 2 monsters with different names.
Perfect.
So you summon this, and when you discard a card, and he can perform a normal summon to his own hit points, which is why I don't play 3 double summons anymore. But because you link this and Ibli, you just summon Ibli to their board, and then search 2 with Master Plan, usually like quick fits. So you can normal summon quick fits to its own hit points too, and then get more card advantage away. And then Spyral Resort searches you another monster, usually gonna be Sleeper, because you want to end your boards on Sleeper. So it's just insanely good. And then we have the two other ones. We have Cerberus. This card's better going second, but it does have a good continuous effects, which I will explain a little bit earlier, like later in the combo. So basically, you can discard a card and then destroy a special summon monster on the main monster zone. That's actually kind of important. A lot of people do forget that last part. But yeah, other than that, it's just a Tormer name, so it's really good. And then Griffin. This card's a floodgate, so you discard a card and you can set any spell and trap card from your deck, from your graveyard to your field. However, you can activate it that turn. However, this if you say with Foolish Burial Goods, you can send floodgates and just pick them up with Griffin, like anti-spell or D-barrier, and just set it to your opponent's board. It's just it's just so good.
So post side, this card just gets even better.
Yeah. And while he's on the field, special summon monsters can activate the effects unless they're in a zone like monster points to. So it's just really good.
That's pretty insane, yeah.
Yeah. Then we got Link Karibo. Pretty generic, just amazing to make. Borlone, Saruya, best Link Force in the game besides I guess my bad.
The boy.
Firewall.
Yeah.
Right.
Best Link Force in the
all
game,
three cards
sure.
are just amazing. You make them and you just
yeah.
They're like no-brainers. And then I play Trident Wizard. Of course, cards amazing to co-link, which is very easy to do now with the Tormer package. And just Spirals, I've always been good at making this card with life. The decode helps in OTKs, and sometimes you just want to be a little bit more defensive with your board and not put as many resources. So just sitting on this and Sleeper is still generally still pretty good.
Strong card,
And then I played one Topologic Tribana. I played this for the Alter Guys, Trexstar, and Trudraco matchup.
Now
So
this card's insane.
This card's new. So if a monster is special summoned to one of its zones it points to, it banishes that monster and then all back row your opponent controls and burns your opponent for 500 each.
Yeah.
And it's usually a great combo with a card called Red Reboot that also came out this set. So it's just generically great.
Yep.
As for my side deck, I sided one Nat Beast. I kind of want to main deck this card, but at the same time I didn't. Just because I feel like Tribana will come up in more situations than Nat Beast would.
Right.
And Nat Beast is just so vulnerable to Ogre and
and Purple Poison.
And Purple Poison, so it's just not as good.
Yeah.
And then I sided the third Ash Blossom. It was okay. I still wish I had the Gamma package though.
Yeah.
2 Mind Control and a Dark Hole for going second. This card just generally breaks boards. Magicians generally like to end their board on Vortex and Naruto, and if you open all 3 of these, it's just game over.
Yeah, there you go. Those will force some negates.
Yeah. I played 2 Twin Twisters, mainly against True Draco matchup, but it's also good against Alter Guys. You really want to wait until they activate Spoofing, because they want to trigger their Multi-Faker, and if you wait to activate it when they activate their Spoofing, they don't get the Surge, and you just generally negate their
Shuffles
board.
for cost, and then they Yep.
Spiral Guild for Alarm, it's strictly going for going second. It came up 2 times in the day.
So a lot of
really
people
good.
might not know what this does.
But it's basically an Acts of Despair, so it boosts by 1,000 attack. When it destroys a monster by battle, it can banish that monster and then one other card your opponent controls non-targeting. And when it leaves the field, it can special summon 1 Spiral Super Agent from your graveyard. This can only be equipped to Super Agent, but however that also applies to Tough and Double Helix.
Wow. Alright, yeah, that card's great.
I played 2 Mind Crush. I used to main this before this event. This card's honestly amazing. It has really good synergy with Spirals because they'll call the top card of their deck. So that means you know what their next draw is.
So it's always technically live.
It's pretty much always live, and especially because you can stack their top card with Drone too. It's just amazing. And in the Pendulum matchup, if you call this on Astrograph while after the Electromagnet effect, you usually win.
Yeah, they just don't resolve anything.
And then we got 2 D-Barriers. Wish I played the third, but I couldn't find my third copy. Just really good against Pendulums. I might change this for Anti-Spell, though, just because it's more I can still set it with Griffin, but this card is still super clutch.
Yeah.
And then the MVP card in the side deck, Red Reboot. This card's new.
Now what does this do?
So this card can negate a trap card. It will set it, and then your opponent can set one trap card from the rest of their deck, from their deck to their field. However, they can activate. It becomes trap stun as well. The real big thing about this card is that not only is it a counter trap, but you can activate it from your hand by paying half your life.
Oh wow. Okay.
So like,
going second, this card is amazing.
even going first, like, cause like you just like you can still set it, and like your opponent can't evenly match you.
Right.
And
That makes
like,
sense.
and I'm pretty sure like the trap card effect to set is mandatory. No. Oh, for the rest, then they can set. So if they're dumb and they send another card, they can't resolve another evenly match. So, but yeah, that is the deck. As for my matchups, I ran round 1, played against Dark Magician. That was a quick 2-0. Next game, I played against Lost World Dinosaurs. That was actually pretty scary. Game 1, he just OTK'd me with
that deck is pretty good.
2 Conductor Tyrannos and then made Gustav mad for game. Which is, yeah, I got
there you
savaged.
go.
I got savaged there.
You can't beat that.
Game 2, we got into a grind game, and there was up to a point where I was super scared that he was gonna resolve double evolution pill, but he ran out of
Thank you.
but he ran out of targets. So we're Gucci there. Ended up winning game 3 really solidly. Round 3, I played against Sam Johansson's teammate Zach Siepser. He's playing True Draco.
Team Genesis.
Yeah, he's playing True Draco for the event. We went to game 3, but he opened like the absolute nuts game 3. He has Card Demise, and I didn't have Ash, so I ended up losing that game.
Yeah.
Round 4, I played against Pendulums, and I just generally destroyed them game 1 with the Tormare board. I opened Soul Charge, so it was just like no-brainer gonna win.
Oh god.
Game 2, he ended up making a really good board, and I whiffed my Super Agent effect, so I just lost that game. And then game 3, I did basically the same thing, but I set D Barrier off of Griffin. So he had Raigeki, but had Sleeper and Last Resort equipped, and he just couldn't do anything after.
Yeah. So that's GG.
And then after that, I think actually no, the round before that, I played the Pendulum player. I actually played this really unique deck that I'm sad to say that I lost to. I played against Mech Knight Buster Blader.
No way. I heard about this guy.
Yeah,
He was savaging the top tables.
Yes, he ended up actually like placing like within top 16, I think. This guy was honestly like insanely good. I did not expect this deck at all.
Yeah.
And when I tried to like make my Borlo, he summoned the Buster Blade fusion on me. I'm like, and I can't activate Borlo's effect. I was just like, wow, this is insane.
That's
and
it.
he's playing the new the Mech Knight trap that it's called the Haunted and also negates monster effects on the same column. So it just you could just play like Indigo and then just start moving Indigo whenever I would try to get my double helix off, and that's pretty much why he won that game. He won the match. Still like insanely creative, and I give props to the guy. So yeah, and then I played against the Pendulum, which I won. And after that round, my opponent did not show up.
Right.
So free win right there. And round 7, I played against Water, against another of Genesis teammate here, Paul Medivere. Really great DBS player. We also play a lot of locals. Game 1, I kind of just like destroyed because he had a subpar opening. Game 2, he destroys me, he opens sprints, and I break. Game 3, it came down to I opened like a really poor hand. I actually Super Agent Fed and whiff, and he revealed Soul Charge. I'm like, oh no. So I just ended up sending my Spyral Mission Assault because that's a card I do for turn, and my Called by the Grave, and I sent Foolish Burial Goods to send Spyral Mission Rescue and pass for turn.
Yep.
He summons Core Springs and sends Dragoons, adds Dragoons and tries to activate the Dragoons effect, and I called by the Grave that, and that ended up winning me the match because my next draw, he had to pass after, he had no other plays, and my next draw was Quick Fix. So I guessed it right this time and just OTK'd in that turn.
Awesome.
So round 8, the bubble. I was super hype and nervous at the same time. Played against a Siccc player called Caleb. game one, he won the dice roll and he just opened absolutely insane. He just opened like Brilliant Fishing Grass, like all that good stuff. And then I skipped after Omega. He made Omega and just game two. He opened Droll against me. He has had to pass. And then he opened Brilliant Fishing, just pretty much won off of that.
I see.
But yeah, that was my event.
All right. Thank you, Alex. I hope to see more in the future with your Spyral deck profile thrown together on the side here.
Yeah, not picking out to myself.
All right, and now we're going to enjoy some Denny's.
All right, thank you.